Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But, boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Offensive starters, here they are. David DeCastro, what do you think about him, Charles?
Brandon could not have been better trained at Stanford. So well schooled in the run game and the pass game, and especially in pro principles. David DeCastro could be an all-pro in the years to come.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Well, look now at our starting defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
21. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Ryan. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. First down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. First carry for Royce Freeman. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
He's coming. Double up. He's ready now.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. I'm going.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Check. 59. Let's go.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jake Butt, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Let's go.
Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
I'm coming after you. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Room here to run. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On first down, Freeman. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Check out the 17-yard line. Sponge! No! Switch!
On second down, here's Smith. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Watch the screen! Check! Watch the screen!
49, check 49.
Check 24!
Check 50, check 50.
Gun!
Check 13, check 13.
No!
They'll look to run with Freeman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. On third and goal, Ryan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, first and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Bridgewater. He's got this complete to Hamilton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Mike is 59.
On third down, it's Freeman, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the 2nd, third down conversions. So they got 1 there.
Ready? 53, Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Freeman again, a first down carry. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They toss to Freeman. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. third down. It's Freeman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 36, 35.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. DeMarcus Walker there on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball,
and Freeman lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
On 2nd down at 4. Bridgewater. That's complete to Jake Butt. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. This is Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
SOS. Quick dance. Come. Hey, watch it. Slam. Check. Hey, alert. Mike's 50, ready.
A run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. 16 yards, a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Pass.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And it'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back.
And he's into the clear. 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big run there by Freeman. 44 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Well, and tacks on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense trots back onto the field, and we take an in-depth look at Royce Freeman. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, here's Freeman. Got some room at the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. That's complete to Smith. There'll be a pickup of just 2, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Play action. It's Ryan. He's got a man. It's Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Smith trying to run for it. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Robert Alford. Again, they'll run with Freeman. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Check. Hey, alert 3, 21. 39. Alert 3. Check 3. He's coming.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And now past another. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Freeman again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Kill. Watch twist. Slam, slam, slam.
Kill.
Hey, Tuesday.
Rush in.
Hey, South.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Mike's 50. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Get out.
Now Ito Smith. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Bryant is good. The wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. They get it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Big hit.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. Bridgewater under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Bridgewater. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. Bridgewater to throw. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. Here's Bridgewater.
This has been a tough one for this offense.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Falcons on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Freeman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they take a knee. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. This will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. That one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top.